Hi guys and welcome back to the latest FD Does, where Football Daily hit the road in search of a true footballing adventure. Last year we teamed up with Heineken to save the UCL trophy in the Ivory Coast. This time round we're even further from home, trying our luck in Indonesia. But this is no holiday. We have to earn every second and every new experience out there, with Heineken setting us 10 challenges, each one unlocking the next. If we rise to the occasion, we unlock the next and third instalment in this enthralling Champions League trilogy. If we fail more than 3, our journey ends here. It's that simple. FD's fate rests in the hands of one bloke with abnormally small legs and a 25-year-old who looks old enough for a bus pass. What could possibly go wrong? Oh, probably not best to do it in front of a screen, but let's roll with it. So, we've touched down in Indonesia, and I've been waiting my whole life for this, mate, to feel like a tall man. You're like a giant.
I think you're still looking quite average, if I'm brutally honest.
Well, that's a great way to start the video. Anyway, 2 brutal flights.
Yeah, long flights actually, long flights. But no, 6 hours then 8 hours. What went on? Our head busted an apple crumble by accident.
I've never seen a man hoover up plain food in the way that Doogie did. Clearly just wanted to go to sleep, but didn't want to miss out on a free meal, because that's not what he's about. He's about that freebie lifestyle, and
just went straight
Indonesian people watching on in horror as this tall white man engulfed everything on the plate and was asleep within 30 seconds.
It was straight down. It was straight down. But yeah, we've just got a 2-hour flight to go, and then we are at our destination.
Don't quite know what we're doing yet. Heineken are keeping it fairly stum.
But we might be set some tasks. Challenges.
Ooh. Let's see. 16 hours and 3 flights later, we arrived in the sprawling metropolis that is Surabaya, home to almost 3 million people and Indonesian football's current powerhouse, Persebaya. Heineken hadn't let on what we were doing, just to be ready for an early rise, but didn't really anticipate how early. Challenge 1, the Ultimate Fan Challenge.
Right, just received another message from Heineken saying whoever gets up first to watch the Champions League and tweets about the game wins today's task. And I've done it. I'm watching the mighty Reds. I've watched Jordan Henderson limp off the pitch. I'm yet to hear from Doogie, and I believe I was the first to put a tweet out, so he takes the L. He has to eat the chicken porridge, a bowl full of chicken porridge for Goldilocks. Goldilocks and the 3 hairs gets his chicken porridge, or whatever they've got planned. What is this? Waking up at 3 AM for the Champions League? This is a thing. Yeah, the Indonesian fans are up in their droves. Getting up for a lot of them today, talking to them, wasn't even in debate. Up for debate even. Wasn't even up for debate. I can't think. I've just woken up and now I'm talking to myself in a room. Back to the game. Bye!
Yeah, it's certainly got a little bit of heat on Surabaya. Blimey, must be pushing up to 30 already.
Apparently the emblem, the insignia for this city, is a crocodile fighting a shark, which is pretty gangster to be honest.
2 big mammals just like ourselves. Off to the temple, off to see what we make of it, and see whether we can find out any local customs as well. Stay tuned.
So thanks to jet lag, we passed task number 1 with flying colours, and clearly Heineken were impressed as the next challenge took place against a lovely backdrop. Challenge 2, master 4 local traditions. Rule number 1, do not touch anyone on the head, because that is where the spirit resides, and in Indonesia it is deemed extremely disrespectful. Have a bit of respect, alright?
Cultural tip number 2. Don't point, it's rude. Instead, present the thumb, like so. No. Also, do not put 1 or 2 fingers in the air, because that could signify political loyalties with an upcoming election.
Sadly, we'd have to revisit Challenge 2 when we got a bit more time. We were told mid-shoot that we had 30 minutes to cross town to face down our next challenge. And after making steady progress, Heineken were ready to play an ace card. One with magnificent hair. Challenge 3, save a pros penalty. So the setting for this showdown would be an indoor 5-a-side arena where a group of lucky locals had been invited to play with and against the one and only Puyol. And I'd heard on the grapevine the old boy could still shift. Now, as my limbs aren't really equipped to save penalties, it was up to Doogie Critchley, who some have described as a slightly older looking Brad Friedel. Apparently sound of the summer in Indonesia, I still get lucky, so Limmy will be pleased about that one, as will Michael McCubbin. So the first one flies in, despite the fact that Puyol looks like he's wearing school shoes. Oh, second one just about creeps in, but the Scottish scoundrel is getting closer. Let's have a look at that in slow-mo. Ref must have got the old buzzer on his watch there. Cross the line. Critchley's confidence growing, Gene up the crowd now. Come on, old man. And Puyol has hit the post with a rebound coming off Doogie's face, which in my books constitutes as a save. Get in there. And given his success, Heineken thought it'd be wise if I stepped up to the plate and tried to take the grizzly old veteran on, who quite clearly still has it. And if not, we'd have to do some sort of food forfeit later on down the line. Proper fair that, so here goes. Showing me onto my left straight away there, and it's Panicsville. Yep, did not see that one coming. The boy with milk bottles for legs versus a Champions League winning captain. Tries a rainbow flick. All fails, but he still finds a way over me. Burying it nonetheless. Salt in the proverbial wound. Puyol invited me for one more go there, and I can't resist. It's one thing selling Van Straten a step over on the AstroTurf, but the fact I even considered it here, that I even thought about it, was disrespectful. And in some ways, I'm glad I failed. However, to soften the blow, we got to sit down with the man himself for a game of personal mastermind. Challenge 4, interview a legend. Hello Team FD and welcome back to the sweatiest personal mastermind ever, in front of a live audience in Indonesia. I'm with the big man, captain, leader, legend. It's Carles Puyol. Thank you very much for joining us, especially after a five-a-side game. Hence why he's dripping. I'm sweating just looking at him. Right, let's get personal mastermind underway straight away, and then we've got a very special section coming up for you next. So Doogie, can I have some time on the clock, please? We've got to give Carlos a chance because English isn't his first language. Has been learning though. Learning English. How's it going?
More or less. It's improving, but it's not enough.
All right, first question. Which manager gave you your Barcelona debut?
Ya empezamos. Van Gaal.
Correct. You were named as club captain at the end of 2003-04, but who did you take over from?
Luis Enrique.
Correct. Where do you sit in the Barcelona all-time appearance list?
Oh my God. Fourth.
Correct. So your first cap for Spain was against the Netherlands, but who was La Roja's manager that day? Who?
Camacho.
That is correct. How many appearances did you make for Barcelona B before your first team debut? So for the reserve side, how many appearances? We'll give you a leeway of 10 here because it's a tough one. Really rolling back the years now.
Almost 100.
89. Should have backed yourself. Right.
Bueno, pero está bien, he acertado.
Next question. How many goals did you score for Barcelona and Spain combined in your career?
21.
15, I've got down here.
What?
Maybe there's some goals that we forgot about.
¿Cómo?
We can give you the point retrospectively. How many goals did you get for Barcelona and Spain combined?
21.
21.
Yes.
Always controversy in personal masterminds. You know what? If it's 21, we'll go back and give you the point. Right.
Que dice 15, no?
Let's do it.
You need to search in
Oh,
Google.
double check.
Please.
Mate, I'm looking in those eyes. I'm definitely double checking.
Yeah.
I'm in trepidation here. Right, next question. Name the back four during your Champions League victory over Arsenal in 2006. So from left back, centre back, right back.
Okay. Oleguer,
Correct.
Puyol,
Correct.
Rafa Márquez,
And left back.
left back. Oh my God.
Oh, you're going to kick
One
yourself.
second.
But he's invested now, he cares. Doesn't want to finish below Balotelli, which I think he's
God.
already surpassed.
Giovanni Van Bronckhorst.
Correct, you got there. Smashed it. Right, next question. When was and in which competition your first trophy? So the season
The
and what
trophy
yeah. What was your first piece of silverware?
with el primer trofeo,
Club level.
club,
Yeah, club.
la Liga,
Correct. And what year was it? What season?
2004,
Yes.
2005.
Correct. How many times were you included in UEFA's Team of the Year? And it's a pretty sizable amount.
This is 7.
6. Unlucky. How many managers did you work under at Barcelona? How many different managers? You know, being a stalwart of the club. Yeah, how many managers did you work under in total? You've got this. You've got this.
1 second.
This is what we like to see. Invested in the quiz. Respect the quiz.
Yes.
Exactly, mate.
Angal, Serra Ferrer, Preshak, Van Gaal again.
It's a good honour roll. Yeah, we'll only count Van Gaal once.
Antique, Rijkaard,
The big man Pep.
Pep Guardiola, Tito Villanova, also no, Tito and Tata Martino, but Jordi Roura stay there.
Caretaker. Right, so permanent managers 8, you got all 8. Smashed it. Right, we'll have a couple more questions then. 30 seconds left. You only ever got shown 1 straight red card. Who was that against?
In
your career?
Not only 1, 3, but Roja Directa.
Oh, direct, yeah, straight red.
In the...
So what opposition was it against? What team?
No, never.
Final question then before we move on to our
Sorry,
section. No, it's all right. It's embarrassing on my own quiz, but you know, never mind. So which manager did you play the most games under? Who did you give the most service to as a player?
Rijkaard.
That is correct. Well done, mate. That's all we've got time for, guys. At the moment, Puyol's personal mastermind score appearing magically on screen right now. Who would you like to see us do next? And stick around for another very special interview. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
We were approaching the end of our Surabaya trip and we're 4-0 to the good. So at this point, decided to put our feet up and enjoy the remaining time that we had left. Now, Heineken weren't exactly happy with our smugness and started to pitch us against each other. Nefarious. Challenge 5, serve the perfect pint. So it turns out Heineken have this 5-prong system called the 5-star serve. The most important aspect for this showdown, of course, is the pour. Legend has it the foam needs to rest across the middle of the star, as you see here, in order for it to be considered the perfect pint. So who are you guys at home back in? Pause the video now and vote in the poll just above.
Hi there, so Heineken have set us up with a 5-star pour challenge. And it's me versus Chris. Who can pour the better Heineken pint? Chris, you're up first.
I'm up first.
You're up first. Come on.
Throw me under the bus.
Steady hand, steady hand. There you go, a little bit.
Can you get the head?
He's gonna get some. Yeah, and you need the slide. You need the slide. John, I'm thinking too much now. I'm thinking too much.
And place it.
Yeah. What have you got in? What have you got there? Where's the star? Oh! Big competition. Great start from Alan. Not bad.
Oh, it's great.
It's great.
It's great. It's great. You can have a look. You can have a look at the level of the star.
Let's see what I've got. Okay, Heineken. Here we go. Out of the tank.
He's worked up on.
Lion. Oh, hello. It's Swipe, where's the swipe? Swipe, John. It's all about the swipe.
A hard-won competition. But I just want to say, there's only one winner. And it's...
Come on, guys. Fair enough. Hey!
Post-match analysis against the Heineken board. So we've been in Surabaya now for 2 days. We're about to leave for Bali tomorrow. So we've had Carlos Puyol. You won the Carlos Puyol challenge.
I did
and I won the
indeed.
5-star point challenge. So The spoils have been shared in survival. What have you made of everything else? The people, the atmosphere,
Yeah.
the love for football.
Bar being like hit in the face by Puyol's penalty and Chris getting done by Puyol numerous times. Might not make the edit, but yeah, numerous times.
It will.
But yeah, we've been out here. It's been absolutely awesome. Like the food, the people. There's such a passion for football that was slightly under tapped beforehand. I had never really had any idea beforehand.
It's been bloody unmissable. So next couple of days, you know, let's hope they live up to the billing. On to Bali.
Gigi Buffon.
Yeah.
How was it for you seeing him in a PSG top? Strange?
It was strange, yeah.
Cultural lesson number 3, a fork and spoon are used for dining, fork in the left hand, spoon in the right, shoving the food onto the fork with the spooning, no knifing.
Cultural lesson number 4, dress modestly. No need for short shorts. Hamill's having a horrible time.